Today I have a tutorial to show how to create bulleted and numbered lists using Adobe InDesign. So I have two columns set up here. One is just plain paragraph style, and here I have numbers and a tab in front of each one in the first column, and I have bullets and a tab in front of the paragraphs in the second column. And I have two columns in order to illustrate the built-in feature numbers, bulleted numbers feature tab inside paragraph styles, and a more manual method that I sometimes use depending on how the copy is submitted to me. So I'm going to show you the first. I'm just going to illustrate a numbered list using the built-in bullets and numbering method. So I'm going to select OK, apply it. I'm just going to apply it so you can see the preview of how I do this. And then my list type, I pick numbers. I'll pick the 1, 2, 3, 4. You could pick any of these really with the same formatting results. And this format, this means that there's a tab in front of this. This is the format that's built in, tab, and then the digit, and then another tab. And you can also pick a specific character style for your numbering, for just your numbering. And then I'm going to show you the tab positions I typically use, which is an 1/8 is my full paragraph indent, and then I'll choose minus an 1/8, and that pulls it back out. And then your optional tab position, which I usually pick an 1/8 as my default for a single digit number, but that would only really matter if you had like a double digit and you wanted to add a tab here in front of this, or if your margin was wider, like a quarter or a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to select OK. Those are the basic options for the built-in. Then I'll go over here. I'm going to illustrate this method, the secondary method, numbers. I'll call it numbers 2. Select OK. I'll apply it. Then going into the options here, I'm not going to use bullets and numbering at all. I'm just going to use indents and spacing using the same values. So an 1/8. You can also adjust the right indent, last line indent, but the ones I normally work with are the same as I illustrated in the previous example. So, and then I'll do first line indent is minus an 1/8. And then I'll choose my tab value, which, since I don't have a tab in front of it, it doesn't really matter, but just to show you how I adjust this. I'll also pick an 1/8. And that should be a left justified tab. So select OK. And you can see that both methods give the same results. They're just different. So, and I can use the exact same method to illustrate the bullets. Go here, new paragraph style, bullet 1. Apply it. I'll go down to bullets and numbering, choose bullets. You can also adjust the bullet character, or you can load a new one. And I use the same values here for illustration purposes. An 1/8, my first line indent, minus an 1/8, and my tab position. Select OK. And then my alternate method, bullet 2, apply it, select all. I'm using key command Command A to select this whole value inside this text box, and then I'll apply bullet 2, double click on it, and just adjust my indents, minus, and then the tab. And that's it for my basic formatting, numbered and bulleted lists. Please like if you learned something. Please comment if you have any questions or would like to comment on some aspect of this tutorial. I would really like to hear from you. And thank you for watching.